Let's whoop Sigtinius' ass. This rating solo, this takes forever. It's a live commentary. I don't do these too often, but probably should do it more. First turn, that's nice. I just played him a game where I double sank him with first turn flash and second turn portal. So I assume he's learned his lesson, but we'll see. Let's see where he TPs this time around. Got all the spectators. Pi v2. Okay, this is like an iffy move. You burn. He's a funny guy. There's a push to buff portal grabbing. I'm like, no way. Okay, so I go here, BFTP. I could summon my Pixies here. He's gonna have to like, we'll see what he expends, potentially. We want to put him in a position where he could fuck up. And even if he plays this turn flawlessly, he BFTPs, he goes down, he somehow flashes me, gets it so I sink. I TP back up here, it's not a big deal. Because he still has to spend the following turn dealing with these guys, right? And that's going to be an issue, right? Because he tries to deal with these guys. I'm up here. I can potentially like tree him in and like gain top map control. Doesn't seem like he would even make it. I don't think he even BFTP properly there. So gonna have to expend potentially 2 BFTPs there. Might have to tree me in here, which is not terrible for me, right? So it's actually pretty good for me. It's not big Siggy's best showing, I'll say that much. Last game he played, he had Bones, so I don't know if it's gonna be Bones again this game, but Bones is not up yet, so he's gonna have to expend another BFTP. That's 2 there early on, and he can't really get control on me. Now for me, this tree, if he treat like here, potentially blocking off like the BFTP once the tree is dead, I'd have to be forced to portal. But because he did this, I'm not really like stuck anyway. I'm in a pretty good spot. So if he plays this passively, it's really bad for him. But he does have to kind of set up a little bit. Maybe put a peg down and then just try to hold top until I get the setup I need going. Seems like he's gonna prot there, which is not a terrible move. Eventually, I do need to prot myself. So next turn, Peggy's open. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this swarm here. Move the Pixie that I have here. Make sure these get stacked there. And then this gets stacked right here. That way the 6 HP one gets stacked up. Now, hopefully this tree dies soon. And I can put up a prot shield. Prot shield is going to be necessary once I start going up and I want to go aggro on him. Having prot up is going to enable that. So eventually, some turn you have to get that in. It's just like the optimal time one, and it's usually a good time now because you don't really have any other great moves. This one's prot stays with you for the whole duration of the game. It's good to do it when you want to use other spells like maybe Aura later on for turret efficiency reasons. Okay, this is interesting. He might be Ice Shielding here. If he does Ice Shield and then potentially BFTPs, you can follow up with a tree of your own and really get his peg stuck if he does the play I'm thinking of. Doesn't seem like he's going to go for that though. Seems like... okay, seems like he just straight up summons the peg there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to block this entrance. Just in case that tree dies on the following turn. Put that there, and then put this like right there. Now if I'm gonna block this entrance, may as well be like here in case he like shoots a boulder up my ass right there. Now I have two options here. I could tree him in right here. Basically screws over his Pegasus summon and he puts himself in like a stuck situation, which is probably better than a Skyray. Yeah, Skyray could get rid of his prot and whatnot, but remember he already used 2 BFTPs here. The more you can like get those limited time use spells out early on, like we're on turn 5 right now, the better. So especially now that his peg is stuck, the value you get out of the play like this is much higher, especially since you have Portal. So if he does not do anything, let's say like doesn't summon a swarm that could potentially help him jump back up to the top, my next turn, my best move is actually to Portal myself somewhere up top, and that's going to enable me to get top control. Then with top control I have Pebbles and DK and Aura, and I can win that easily. So yeah, Storm Shield. Okay, so he has a Storm Shield book. He used Storm Shield there. Not a great move on his end, I think. He can't even like get to these guys, so I'm not really worried there. I am a little worried about a Shock Bomb, but it's not like a huge deal, right? I have to worry a little bit of Skyray potentially, so maybe put that like over there, and then I'm just thinking like how could he Shock Bomb this even? It's really hard because he'd have to BFTP this, and then like a Shock Bomb play would hurt me a lot. So maybe it is smart for me to just keep that there. And then put this portal up here. Alright. Now his Shock Bomb's on cooldown. Or like it's the turns are moving along. What I'm hoping to happen is by the time I like start engaging with him on Pebble and everything, his Shock Bomb or Shock Shield rather has like maybe 1 turn left, or is just about to go out, maybe 1 or 2 turns max. That enables me to basically go aggro on him when he has to spend a turn turning that shit back up, which is great for me. But he's in a really shitty spot right now. Now, if I basically if no, he doesn't do anything here to like block that. Okay, he deflighted. Interesting. He really can't do too much, honestly. Yeah, the peg is really in a bad spot, so he's kind of screwed there. Okay, he gets the spirit out. It's fine. Okay. I'd say it's best for me right now to just get this sucker over. And then just aura stack. That way he's still stuck. He can't use the spirit to like get out free or anything. Again, it's really good for me. So here I'm gonna aura. And that aura does a few things for me. If he does try to like get out and drain or some bullshit, not gonna be like the greatest play for him, really. Like I'm fine with him killing one Pixie because at the end of the day I still have DK and I still need to like get DK out. So for him to like spend a turn getting rid of the Pixie I don't need is pretty much playing right into my hands. His Pegasus is pretty low, which is another great thing. And that's gonna kind of mess with him as the game goes on. Okay, so he does that. It's a fine play. And he actually gets a stack on me too, which is quite nice for him. So congrats to him, great play. Potentially I should have positioned a little better there to avoid that. I don't necessarily need, oh wow, that's stuck. Now the good thing is this guy wants me in voice, but I am currently commentating. So I'm gonna do this. And then I'm thinking, just train that there. I need this tree to die off a little bit. My Pixie being healthy is a pretty good thing for me. If he does TP back up, it's like, yeah. I'm pretty sure with a BFTP, this portal gets back open. And if I have tree back up, this shit will die. At least the following turn, even if I get a tree off. So I'll be in good shape there. I really would not mind if he tried to zombify his own Pegasus. That'd be perfectly fine. Because I do have Skyray to kind of deal with that. So actually I would really like that move, personally. But let's see what he does. Okay, yeah, he did the move I kind of wanted him to do. It's interesting. Now this is a problem, right? But there we go. Okay, so now don't have to worry about that anymore. He's getting really soaked and damaged there. I probably need to take this portal myself so I can abduct it. I get more value out of doing a play like that than any other sort of play. So okay, he popped his flight. Probably has to spend a BFTP if he wants to hit that. I don't know what the value is there. I don't know how he would actually kill it. If he TPs back to here, somehow, some way, he's going to be in a shitty spot because he has no flight anymore. Obviously, he just used it. Okay, he just used the BFTP, but he still doesn't fit, so he still can't assess it. But this is his third BFTP. He's in a really bad spot right now. Okay, so he just popped his protection shield. And I'm going to use my first BFTP. Go here. Now that's at 110. I do wonder, does the Skyray kill that? I'm curious. What a Skyway could do here for me. Okay, doesn't kill it. Just senses damage up to him. Puts the... Doesn't protect. Basically doesn't protect him. Still does the 100 damage to him. He has no flight now. Pretty bad spot. Can get another Pixie up through the portal next turn. His flight cooldown's gone. Okay, he just uses 4th BFTP. I think he should just resign, to be honest. It's kind of embarrassing. I'm sorry, Siggy. But yeah, he's in a really, really rough spot. Yeah. Good game, Siggy. Good game.